Here I have ticket 12151 and it's an Acer laptop that needs a new charging jack. It looks pretty normal here, but my colleague has tested it and said that it's not working and it needs to be replaced. So we're going to do that today. We've gone ahead and purchased some replacement ports, and I thought it would be a good video to show you how I do it. Due to this being a faulty charging jack, the laptop can't power on, which is why we're fixing it. Let's take it on over to the scope just to inspect. Okay, so it looks pretty normal from this side. Is that a little crack? Just here. Doesn't seem to be loose or anything. It actually seems to be okay. If we turn it over, so that even looks like maybe a little bit of liquid ingress there, potentially. But what is more evident to see is that we have cracks on the plastic just up here and down here. Okay, so I think method-wise, let's come in with a little bit of flux just around here. We need more than that, Joey, come on. There we go. And the same just here. Let's go ahead and apply some leaded solder just to bring down that melting temperature. Make it easier for us to get off. Just like this. Perfect. Okay, hang the board over the edge. Give us some light. There we go. And I'm actually going to come in over the top of this port. It doesn't matter if we melt this plastic away. So I'm just going to rotate the heat. Make sure we get the board nice and hot as well. Don't want to concentrate the heat too much in one area, because that's where you can potentially cause issues. But I'm most probably going to burn the plastic on this. Be almost impossible not to. I'm operating at about 450 degrees Celsius at the moment. Airflow speed of 120. If you move the heat around, you don't necessarily always burn the plastic or melt the plastic. You can see it's going though. Any second now. There it goes. Perfect. Whilst it's hot and still has a little bit of flux on, we're going to come in with our soldering iron and some wick. Just wick it away. There we go. Same with up here. A little bit of hot. Last little bit is being stubborn, so that's okay. We're going to add a tiny bit of flux. More leaded solder and just hold it there. Clean the iron and then come straight back in. There we go, nice. And now it needs a nice clean. There we go. And if we just turn it over and take a look at the other side, absolutely fine. And now we actually have the nice and easy bit. So we have our port here. We're just going to simply hold it down and solder the legs into place. So before we do that, as you know, I'm going to add tiny bits of flux. Perfect. Get some solder on our soldering iron. Just like so. Just push down on the board to make sure that the port is coming through. And I'm just going to add a little bit here, just to secure it in place. And I'm now just going to come back in and apply the solder. to each leg. There we go, looking good. Make sure it's nice and strong. Rotate the board to make our life easier. Just for this little leg here, not a necessity to rotate the board, otherwise it's going to make it a little bit more difficult. There we go. Again, coming in with a little clean. Just to make sure we are nice and tidy. And this may be like quite a simple job in retrospect, but if you're new to starting out soldering, this might look really, really difficult. But I can assure you, with just enough practice, willpower and determination, it can become a somewhat simple / easy job. Like anything, right? If you give it enough practice, or if you put enough time and effort into something, it will eventually become easy. There we go. That is a nice solid port. There we go. Right, now let's give it a test and make sure it's all good. We gave it a test and I actually forgot to record, but it seems to be working absolutely fine and the customer is very happy. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.